Hello everyone. It is with my great pleasure and honor to welcome the multi-talented artist, dancer, choreographer, entrepreneur, R&B and hip hop artist, and something that's very close and dear to my heart, polar and pole instructor, Kendrick Clevor, to Finding Erotica. Let's get into it. Thank you, Kendrick, for joining us today. I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule. I know you're shuttling between Atlanta and LA. How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. How are you doing?
Thank you for asking. I'm good as well. Can you tell us how you describe yourself?
The best way to describe myself, I would say, is a Renaissance man, a man of many talents. I'm a creative. I do a lot. I'm outgoing, and I'm always on the go. I say that's the best way to describe who I am. Always music or something with the creative arts involved.
Finding Erotica is a health-positive informational hub for all things sex and relationship related. With the healthiest sense of sexuality in mind, how would you describe your own eroticism?
I think that's a good question. I'm a free spirit. I like to be surprised. I think that the best way to describe it would be free spirit and willing to try new things and stuff like that. I'm an open book, so there's nothing that I wouldn't be like, okay, I wouldn't try investigating more into it. So I would best describe it as free spirit, I think.
Great. Has there been any obstacles placed in front of you from achieving that full sense of eroticism?
To be honest, no. No, and I don't think I have personally.
Okay. Building on the notion that you are at the intersection of being Black and gay in society, what has your experience been like in the entertainment industry specifically?
Specifically me, it's been a push. There are certain doors that have been open for me. There are certain doors that have not been open for me. More so now in the age of the 21st century, it's a lot of doors that are being opened and we're breaking our own doors down. So I think in the entertainment industry, I've had the opportunity to work with amazing artists that certain people turn away because they are gay, or just the opportunity to teach them because they feel comfortable to come into my classes or to work with me. So I think my experience, I've had a great experience. I love the entertainment industry. I love the different aspects from the behind the scenes and front of the scenes. I don't think it's been a hindrance as much as it's been a blessing to be myself in the entertainment industry.
You play a role in many different endeavors, from being an activist to a business owner. Can you talk about the different hats you wear?
Yes. Like I said, I do so many different things. I'm a studio owner, and with that in itself, it carries a whole lot of different hats. Directing, managing, picking teachers, scheduling. I'm the graphic designer. I do the videography, everything with that. Not to mention when you have the studio, then I still teach, I still dance, I still travel. I still am a part of, just created last year, Black Man Pole. And that's another platform where it's just a whole bunch of other hats that I'm walking into, not to mention my music. I've been creating it from scratch, making the beats, singing, the promotion, putting everything together. So it's a lot of hats to have, and definitely I wouldn't have no other way though.
Excellent. We might have to have you do a tune or two for Finding Erotica.
Okay, got you. I got you.
Okay, so in the past, you've talked about the struggles of finding men like you, specifically in the pole industry.
Yeah.
Unable to find them, you became the pole role model you were looking for instead. Did you have any similar challenges in your personal life?
Yes. I wouldn't say Yeah, I would say challenge. You know, but I love a challenge. So I love. To people don't like being told no, but it's the thing that, okay, you told me no, now I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna do how I can do it. Well, example for life in itself is just like coming to LA. There's not a lot of opportunities out here. Well, there weren't as many opportunities when I first came out here to even perform for independent artists. If you didn't have a certain resume, if you didn't have a certain name or anything like that, you couldn't perform certain places. So I created a showcase, Friday Night Raw, and then really pushed it out there and opened it for everybody. So I feel as though by opening it into my personal life, like my personal experiences, has made me push it into the entertainment and stuff like that as well. So I hope I answered that correct.
Yes,
or
you did.
good for you.
You did. And as you mentioned the Friday Night Raw, I was going to ask you, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, of course. It's a showcase. Well, it started off as a dance showcase, showcasing like the up-and-coming choreographers and dancers in the entertainment industry, in the community. It wasn't, back when I created it, it was not a lot of shows that showcased the up-and-coming choreographers. It was always people that was already doing something in the industry and stuff like that. When I started the Friday Night Raw, I always knew I wanted it to be bigger than what it started out to be. I had to do baby steps. So I started with the choreography, the dancing, with people that I already knew. And then in my head, I was like, okay, I want music artists in here. I want pole dancers. I want people coming from the sky. I want everything. I didn't want it to be inclusive to just one group of people. I wanted it to be for everybody. So it came about because it was a need, and then it just kept going and kept growing and kept growing. And we've been on a break because of the pandemic, but we're about to come back strong real soon.
Okay. Your artistic roots are in dancing. Can you tell us about that?
Okay. To be honest, my artistic roots is in music.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I play the piano and I sing. That's where I started off. I actually came to LA to do music, but then dancing paid the bills. I love dancing. It was always something that I loved to do, but in school, even for college, I majored in music. But like I said, dancing out here, it just pushed off way faster than I would have expected. I got to choreograph with people, the artists that I didn't even think I would choreograph for, and dance places I didn't think I would dance at, and then started to teach it. And I'm only 28, so I didn't even plan on teaching no time as I did, but it was like it brought in the money. In LA, you had to have many hats, you had to do many things, and so it was a very humbling experience, and it showed me that I could be a dancer, and I could be a professional, and I could do that. But no, my background is primarily in music.
Mm-hmm. So with your lessons in terms of like the piano, the musical or musician side, did you ever play, because a lot of artists play in the church, did you ever play?
I sang in a church. Primarily, I played piano in close to my high school. Growing up, I was always singing. Singing was my first love. And then piano, I just started when I wanted to make my own beats and stuff like that. I learned to do that. But primarily, it was singing in the church all the time. Different plays and stuff like that.
Who have been your major sources of support in life?
My family, 100%. My mother, my brother, my sisters. My family has been my rock coming out here, and just in life in general. They've been pushing me. They've been always there for me. Primarily, I would say them. If any, and then I have a strong friends, like family. It's all my friends that I have are like family. So they are included too. My best friends, all of them, they literally keep me together.
It seems you've had a remarkable journey outside of the things we've discussed. Are there any profound or defining moments in your life that you'd like to talk about?
Well, we said music, so I went number 9, debuted at number 9 on the R&B and soul charts for my first project. So that was amazing. Getting that feedback meant a lot, because that was my first love, and I've been out here doing dancing and doing things that I did love to do, but it wasn't my first love. And so I finally had time to create the project, take my time with the project, and put it out so to see it received the way it was received. And people still texting me now and calling me about how they love it and how they can relate to music. I think that was a great moment. And of course, opening up the Studio 216. That was one of the best moments I could think of besides the music, because we went through a journey. We went through different buildings, renting different spaces out, and then LA rent is not cheap. No. So we had a whole other building that we just went to just so we can start out, and the whole experience there was humbling, but now we're in a beautiful facility, and I'm just so thankful to even have the opportunity to open it up as a Black gay man inside Los Angeles, and it's thriving, and I'm so thankful.
I'm excited to hear about Hybrid. What can you tell us about the album and its launch? For instance, do you have details to share about a promotional tour?
Okay, so we're working on things. I can't say too much. Okay. We are definitely working on the tour, performances, and of course, content, music videos. Our project in itself, like I said, we are an LGBT duo. So we sing, rap, and then we talk about our life experiences, but we also, the music is undeniably there, like the versatility from the beginning of the album to the end. You can hear the different influences that we have, and I would say, just in general, Hybrid is a breath of fresh air. Definitely, I would say you have to get into it.
So where could we hear the music? Can we hear it on Spotify?
It's on all platforms. The album is called Magnum. And you can follow Hybrid at Hybrid Official. And the album is on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, and the whole album is on there. We have one project so far. It just came out April 17th. And actually this Monday, we're having a streaming party for our 1-month anniversary for the album being out in Los Angeles. So I'm excited about that. But you can find the album everywhere on all platforms.
Thank you. What other things would you like our audience to know?
That Studio 216 is open, that the pandemic did not hold us down, that we're still thriving. Okay. Black Man Poe, even though when we started, the pandemic again kind of knocked us down, but like I said, we still going. And just knowing that anything that you want to do is possible. I feel as though, when I first came out here, and a lot of people told me I was crazy. They told me, like, what are you doing going all the way out there? You have no family out there, no friends, but look what I've accomplished. I just want to say that if you want to do anything, you can do it, and there's no limit to what you can do. You don't have to just be a dancer. You don't have to just be a singer. You don't have to just be a porn star or anything like that. You can be anything you want to be. You can be all of it together. So that's what I really enjoy about life, that you can have different moments to go through, and I just want everybody to be themselves and not hold nothing back.
Excellent. Again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I would love to have you back to share more about your life and the expansions that are going on with your business, the Studio 216. Thank you for sharing about your entrepreneurship, your artistry in the entertainment industry, and then the specific things about how close you are to your family. And for those who want to find or reach out to you, can you tell us where we can? Of course.
You can follow me personally at Kendrick Clevor, KENDRICK CLEVOR on all platforms. It's pretty consistent with Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even YouTube. You can see some of my dance videos and performances on there. And for the Studio 216, you spell out everything, TWOONESIX, and that's on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And then Hybrid, our music page, Hybrid Official. And we are on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter as well. So you can follow us all on there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.